If you build it, they will come. Dateline, Alan Moberty, Daily Gate City, August 26, 2022, Keokuk, Iowa. That was my initial impression when I visited the site of the future Phoenicia Ship Museum. John Lefgren of Pennsylvania, and Mike LaFontaine and his wife, Betty Red Ant, both are Native Americans. Betty is Navajo, and her husband is Chippewa, are in Montrose, leading an effort to reconstruct a 2,600-year-old Phoenician sailing ship in the Heartland. They, as well as many dedicated volunteers, have been constructing the vessel using ancient methods since January of this year. But let me give you the backstory. In July 1993 in the city of Marseille, a port on the southern coast of France, workers were digging to lay the foundations of a theater in the mud along the shoreline, when they found the well-preserved timbers of an ancient Phoenician sailing vessel. This vessel came to the attention of Philip Beale, a British Royal Navy officer and adventurer who created a replica of the ship. The replica ship is 20 meters, 65 feet, long and was constructed at Arwad Island, the site of an ancient Phoenician city-state just off the coast of Syria, by a Syrian shipwright named Khalid Hammoud, using traditional methods. Beale made 2 expeditions in this ancient vessel. The first voyage departed from Syria, went through the Suez Canal, around the Horn of Africa to the Cape of Good Hope, then westward into the Atlantic and back to the West African coast to the Strait of Gibraltar and back home to Syria. Beale then set out on his second voyage, this time from the ancient city of Carthage, now Tunis. He wanted to prove that an ancient Phoenician ship could reach the New World, centuries before Columbus. His ship arrived in Florida in early 2020, just as the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown was ramping up. The international crew wanted to go to their various homes while they could still get out. The ship was stored in a canal. Last year, a severe tropical storm knocked out the power to the bilge pump, sending the ship to the bottom of a 10-foot canal. Soon after that, property owners wanted the ship removed and the Coast Guard suggested scuttling her off the coast of Florida. Captain Beale then contracted to cut her up and take the pieces to England. This is when Heartland Research Incorporated, a non-profit organization, came into the picture. Captain Beale offered his ship for sale. Heartland purchased the pieces and the story and brought them to Montrose, just across the Mississippi River from Nauvoo, Illinois. Today, volunteers from near and far are putting it back together in a rented warehouse behind the Lee County Economic Development Group building, across Highway 61 from Dollar General. Plans are to restore the replica of the ancient Phoenician ship and to set up a visitors center in Montrose. Visitors are welcome to drop in and learn about the ancient Phoenician ship. Some readers may think this is all interesting but are asking themselves why anyone would reconstruct an ancient Phoenician ship in Montrose, of all places. Perhaps it is a labor of love and of faith. It all ties into an Old Testament king named Zedekiah who ruled the ancient kingdom of Judah around 600 BC. Zedekiah's kingdom was conquered by Nebuchadnezzar of the Babylon Empire. Zedekiah was captured and his sons were slain. According to the Book of Mormon, one son, Mulek, survived. He and others escaped the destruction of Jerusalem and sailed across the ocean to the American continent, where they built a city which they named Zarahemla. Some believers in the Latter-day Saint movement, among them Heartland Research, believe that Montrose is the site of this ancient Book of Mormon city of Zarahemla. Many scholars disagree, and neither the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, nor the Community of Christ have taken any position on the geography of Book of Mormon cities. That being said, it is pretty awesome that someone is reconstructing an ancient Phoenician ship right in Montrose which will, hopefully, bring visitors and tourists, and their dollars, to the tri-state area. On that, I think most of us will agree. Watch these pages for further developments.